So today we are looking at a chainsaw modification of keeping this tool on your chainsaw so that you have it for chain adjustments. Let's have a look. So this is my STIHL 151 chainsaw, and I have this chain guard on here, and this chainsaw has a micro chain on it. And whenever you run a chainsaw, you need this tool here, this wrench with a screwdriver at the end. And sometimes you have it in your pocket, sometimes you don't have it at all. They do make a holder that mounts it to your chainsaw. I don't like this because I don't want it on my chainsaw, right? So today I think I'm going to mount it on this chain guard. I did it on one of my other chainsaws and it actually works out pretty well. Now, in addition to my tool, I need one of these files to sharpen my chain, because I do sharpen my chain every time I refuel. So I'm gonna mount this probably at the bottom here. So I have both tools with me at all times. And when I run the chainsaw, I just take the chain guard off, put it down, I can run my chainsaw, and both tools are gonna be with me. So let's see how we can do this. So let's get the chainsaw out of the way. And how I did it on my other chainsaw is I drilled 2 holes in here because the chain doesn't really get up there anyway. And then use zip ties, just 2 regular cheap zip ties. Actually, I need 4 of them. So I want the tool to be on here facing back so the tool can slip out, because the chainsaw is right here so I don't lose it. And on my file, this might be a little more difficult. I think I'm going to put the file down here, again with 2 little zip ties. And if I lose it, it should be okay. So let's get the tool done first. I have a 3/16 drill bit in here, and I think the way I did it on my other saw, you know what, let me mark this. So I think I'm going to drill holes in the top, maybe here and here, and then at a slight angle inwards here and here. So I think that could be that should be okay. Let me drill the upper holes first. That looks good. 2 holes here. Okay, let me just deburr this. Got a small Swiss Army knife here. You can use any blade probably. So this looks halfway decent. Here we go. That looks fair. And then I'm going to run 2 zip ties. Bend the end up a little bit. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but you get the idea. Just fish them through. That was easy. So here's one. Let's do the other one exactly the same. So it looks good. Yeah, this angle is a little less than ideal. So let's see. We'll get it. Cheating here. Use a second zip tie. Here we go to guide it. So let's see what we can do. So this is for the tool. Tighten this nicely. Trim the ends off. Okay, this is for the tool. You can use it, put it back, put it on your chainsaw. Off you go. You can carry it, it's not going to fall out on you. I think that's a pretty slick solution for the tool. And let me see if I can do the same for my file. I probably end up cutting the end off anyway, because I'm not going to put a handle on it. I just file it by hand without having a grip on it. So I think I use the same concept here. I may want to put these at the bottom, maybe drill a hole at the bottom and a hole on top to push this all the way down. I think that would be okay. So let's do a hole here and maybe one here. And then I do one, well, maybe right underneath here. Here we go. Let's see if we can make that happen. Here's one. I should probably use a smaller drill and then enlarge it. That will be the smart way to drill these holes, but I never said I was smart, so yeah, let's get a smaller drill. That looks pretty good. Let's just deburr it, make sure it looks nice. And you know, if you screw this up, it's really not a big deal. You can buy these covers for, I think, $5 or $6, so I wouldn't be shy drilling holes. And I feed these in from the top. Again, if you can't get them fed through, I just use another zip tie just to guide it. Here we go. Pretty easy then. Oh, it's the wrong way. Minor details. So here's one. This one is the right way. It's really easy, it's just put another zip tie in here and then just feed it through. Here we go. So this is for my sharpening file. See what that looks like. I could, actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna put it in like this. Pull it nice and tight. I don't think there's any particular way. Maybe, here we go. Make sure it looks fairly uniform. Trim off the ends. And I think that's gonna be the end. There you go. Maybe you push these up. Oh, this is probably better. Looks a little bit better if it's pushed up. Whatever your preference is. There you go. See, it doesn't fall out. I like it. Here we go, I can use my file, sharpen my chainsaw, Put it back in here. Yep, it's always there. Goes in my chainsaw. Good to go. Both tools handy. I'm happy with this. So that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you guys on the next one.